plane. Take it.
My plane. Typically, the way we change altitude is if we want to descend, we push the stick forward. Pretty simple. Today, we're off to a small, remote village in Sonora, Mexico, to help on a Flying Doctor's dental clinic. Welcome aboard. Santa Barbara Tower, Diamond Star 211, Whiskey Papa, holding short 15 left, ready for I-4 departure.
Diamond Star 1 Whiskey Papa, wind 240 at 4 and 15 right, clear for takeoff.
15 right, clear for takeoff, 1 Whiskey Papa. Oil pressure good. Airspeed alive.
Diamond Star 1 Whiskey Papa, contact departure, have a good day.
Departure 1 Whiskey Papa, good day. Departure Diamond Star 211 Whiskey Papa, 800 climbing 3000.
211 Whiskey Papa, send over departure, radar contact, climb maintain 8000.
8000, 1 Whiskey Papa.
Number 1 Whiskey Papa, fly heading 120.
120, 1 Whiskey Papa. Well, good morning. What a fine morning it is also. Today we're off on a Flying Doctor's trip to Sonora, Mexico. There'll be 3 planes, 2 of them coming from Northern California, and our plane coming from initiating in Santa Barbara. And our first stop is going to be Bermuda Dunes, just south of Palm Springs. We're going to pick up Letty, a dental hygienist, and then we're off to clear customs in Mexico at Puerto, Peñasco, and then on to the small little village in the foothills of the Sierra Madre named San Pedro de la Cueva. Welcome aboard.
Number 1 Whiskey Papa, climb maintain 1000.
1000, 1 Whiskey Papa.
Number 1 Whiskey Papa, clear direct Fillmore.
Direct Fillmore, 1 Whiskey Papa. We have about an hour and a half to Bermuda Dunes. Touch base later. Approach 1 Whiskey Papa, Bermuda Dunes in sight.
Whiskey Papa, direct service 7 minutes, squawk 1200, frequency change approved.
Squawk VFR, 1 Whiskey Papa, good day. Bermuda Dunes traffic, White Diamond Star 1 Whiskey Papa, 10 miles to the west, descending through 7,000, inbound, full stop, Bermuda Dunes.
Bermuda Dunes, Shannon winds are currently 10 knots out of northwest, active 28 left traffic, inbound aircraft. Any services for you, and how long will you be with us?
No need for services, thanks for the weather. We'll be with you maybe about an hour. 1 Whiskey Papa. Okay, we'll enter 45 for left traffic. Runway 26. 28. Bermuda Dunes traffic, right down to Star 1 Whiskey Papa, entering the left downwind 28. Full stop, Bermuda Dunes. Bermuda Dunes traffic, right down to Star 1 Whiskey Papa, turning final. Runway 28, full stop, Bermuda Dunes. A little sporty. Before I forget, I'm going to open a flight plan. Since we're crossing a border, we need to formally be on what's called a flight plan. And it's for this leg, it's from here, Bermuda Dunes, to Puerto Peñasco.
How long was that?
I think it'll be in about an hour 45. Everything else is good.
Are we hovering already?
Are we hovering?
Are we?
It's the wind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it got windy. Well, you've been to more than one Flying Doctor's clinic, or just one so far?
I've gone to two. I went to Ensenada where we drove, and then I went to a local one in Yucca Valley.
Okay, good. I've been doing, actually I started, my Spanish is between basic and conversational, but I talked people into letting me join the group as a translator. That was about 15 years ago.
Okay.
Barely good enough. But I wanted to go, and then I got hooked with flying. I sat right seat, as you are, with a bunch of pilots. I went on like 20 trips in about 4 years, and that gave me the bug, and then I started flight training.
Oh, I love it.
I have to warn you, it could be addictive.
Let's see.
Bermuda Dunes traffic, Flight Diamond Star 1 Whiskey Papa, taking runway 28. Takeoff and departure on the left downwind to the south, Bermuda Dunes. Okay, here we go.
Let's go. Woohoo!
Okay, RPMs are good. Oil pressure good, airspeed alive. And it's windy out there. And we're flying. Welcome to the skies. A little breezy. It'll be less choppy once we get away from the surface a bit.
Okay.
So first time in an airplane, a small airplane.
First time in a small airplane, yes.
Oh, cool.
How do you know where you're going, like the streets or where you're supposed to turn?
Well, there's all sorts of, there are things called airways, which are predefined locations in space. In fact, I'm going to dial in one for Mexicali.
The plane knows the way to Mexicali?
Yes. In fact, it knows the way to all airports in the world.
You aren't in any way steering this?
Oh, yeah, I am.
You are, okay.
Yes. See how it got smoother?
Yes.
But, so I'm still flying the plane, but look how stable it is.
Okay.
SoCal approach, Diamond Star 211, Whiskey Papa, just off Bermuda Dunes, heading southbound, 3,000 feet climbing.
Diamond Star 211, Whiskey Papa, SoCal approach, say destination.
Destination is Puerto Peñasco, Mike Papa Echo, 1 Whiskey Papa. I'll turn the autopilot on.
Number speed 35. Diamond Star 1 Whiskey Papa, clock 6732.
6732, 1 Whiskey Papa. That squawk that he gave us is a code, so on his screen, he sees that we're that dot on his radar screen. So this is the name of our plane, and so you'll hear ATC address us by our name. They'll go Diamond Star November 211 Whiskey Papa, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
So if you hear that, then we'll cease our chat and we'll wait to see what they want.
Runway 31 left.
And so also on my iPad,
Got 478, contact Palm Springs Tower 119.
we know where we're going. First going to Mexicali,
Yeah, good day.
and then we're going to Puerto Peñasco.
Okay. It's too cool.
It's all fun. I'm a techie, so I love this stuff.
Oh, good.
Pretty simple. Okay, there's our cruising altitude.
We're at 7.5 now?
Correct, at 7,500 feet.
Take those seats out for your dogs?
I put the seats down, they fold down.
Oh.
Then I put a memory foam mattress for them. Did you see the pictures of the dogs? Yeah, and all three of them curl up and they love it. It's like their favorite thing to do.
Oh, that's
For them,
awesome.
it's like a car, but better. Definitely spoil the dogs. Okay, for the cameras, we've got Leticia, or Letty, on board. Letty's a dental hygienist, and she's been on a couple Flying Doctors trips, and she's coming on her first private airplane trip with the Flying Docs to Puerto Peñasco. So, Letty, tell us about yourself.
About myself, well, I am a mother of two. I have two grown sons, 29 and 33. I'm a grandmother of 4.
Whoa.
Yes.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm a pretty young grandma.
That's excellent. That's even better.
So the kids call me the fun grandma because I get up and I do everything with them. Whale watching, fishing, anything that we do.
Just checking things. Flaps are up. Fuel pumps off. Mixture set. Prop set. Lights are off.
Thank you.
Well, welcome aboard, Letty.
Thank you.
And how's your Spanish, by the way?
Hablo muy bien en español.
Okay, see?
Mis
Wow.
papás los dos son de México. Eran de México, sí.
I think we'll give the cameras a little break. Puerto Peñasco, Diamond Star 211 Whiskey Papa, 60 miles to your northwest, 7,500.
November 211 Whiskey Papa, run 18, altimeter setting 29.85, report 10 miles, run 18.
Report 10 miles, runway 18, 1 Whiskey Papa. Okay. We're getting there.
That was quick.
Speaking of, we have a little time here, so I'm going to turn off the autopilot. And the way you fly this plane is with this little stick here. So if I push this stick to the right, what do you think happens?
You turn to the
We
right.
go to the right.
Yeah.
Or if I push to the left, we go to the left. And the protocol is I say your plane, and you say my plane, and I say your plane again. So, Letty, your plane.
My plane.
Your plane. So let's do a little turn. Yeah, let's turn to the right.
Oh, we're turning kind of fast.
So it's not like a car. So what you do is you make the turn and then you release it.
Okay.
So you get it, so watch, I should have mentioned that. So not like a car that you hold it.
Okay.
You start it in the bank and then you release. So try it, let's go back left.
Okay.
So start the bank, so push to the left a little. Now sort of neutralize it.
Uh-huh.
Or put it back in the middle, there you go. It'll stay in that bank until you unbank it when you want to straighten out again.
Okay.
So if that's a good bank, just leave that bank there.
Okay.
Keeps flying. Now you can straighten out. The wings, level the wings.
Your plane. Take it.
Okay, my plane.
Oh.
Basically, the way we change altitude is if we want to descend,
Huh?
we push the stick forward. Or if we want to climb, we just pull it back.
Okay. Okay. Woo!
Planes are good fun.
I showed my friends a picture of your airplane. They're like, "Are you nuts?" I said, "You know I am."
It looks very small. My wife initially called it a little plane. I convinced her to use the word small plane.
Okay.
Sounds a little less
As it does.
diminutive. We'll be here at Peñasco probably an hour or so, and then we'll head off to San Pedro. We'll talk about San Pedro on the other side, but it's a nice little ranching village. Puerto Peñasco, Diamond Star 211, November 211, Whiskey Papa, 12 miles from the airport, expecting runway 18.
21 Whiskey Papa, make a left, right base to run 18, report, turn into final.
Right base 18, and wind check, please.
160 degrees at 17 knots.
Excellent, thanks. Whiskey Papa. Okay, we have what's a discipline called sterile cockpit. And what sterile cockpit means is within 5 minutes during takeoff or during landing, we don't chat about anything other than the flight itself. So we're starting sterile cockpit. Peñasco Tower, Diamond Star 211, Whiskey Papa, 3 mile final, runway 18, full stop.
1 Whiskey Papa with runway inside, runway 18, wind 160 degrees at 15 knots, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 18, 1 Whiskey Papa. We have a good headwind, about 24 miles an hour, right on our nose. Little bounce there, giving you some extra experience.
I love
in the air. It wasn't intentional though. It came in a little fast.
1 Whiskey Papa, vacate runway via Bravo to the ramp.
Bravo to the ramp. 1 Whiskey Papa, thanks. Sweaty palms, oh my goodness. Sweaty Letty. Wasn't that bad, was it?
No, not at all. Exciting.
Two 1 Whiskey Papa, run 18, altimeter setting 29.85. Taxi via Bravo, line up and wait, runway 18. Backtrack approved.
Peñasco Tower, Star 211 Whiskey Papa, ready to go, runway 18.
1 Whiskey Papa, run 18, wind 160 degrees and 16 knots, clear for takeoff, left turn, report 20 miles.
Clear for takeoff, left turn, report 20 miles, 1 Whiskey Papa, thank you. Okay, so now we go fuel pump, mixture, landing lights, and door. Our airspeed is coming alive, and we're waiting for 60 knots. And there we go. And now the wing wants to fly, and so she flies. Peñasco Tower, Diamond Star, November 211 Whiskey Papa, 10 miles to the east-southeast.
Roger 1 Whiskey Papa, when able to contact Hermosillo approach on 121.4. Have a good flight.
121.4, 1 Whiskey Papa, thank you.
Whiskey Papa, this is Cherokee 47 let you know we're 45 miles out of Puerto Peñasco.
Excellent, Sam. We're going to be using 12345.
Yeah. Well, a very good flight so far, and nothing has happened, which is always good to have an uneventful flight.
We're all about uneventful. We just checked in and out of Peñasco, and we're on our way off to San Pedro. So, and Larry and Joe and Linda Silver are at Peñasco on the ground right now. All's good.
All right, I'll see you there.
Okay, enjoy. See you there. So I have the cameras back on again, so welcome, viewers. So we are about 20 minutes out, 50 miles out of San Pedro de la Cueva, and it's a nice strip. I'll bring up the stats. It's elevation of 1260. We'll put in pattern altitude of 2,2300. The runway is 4,200 feet long. The runways are 16 and 34. But just for reference, we're a bit south. We're about 150 miles south of Tucson. San Pedro again sits in a nice little foothill valley with a reservoir on the south side. When the reservoir level is way down, there's an exposed church that when the reservoir level is high, the reservoir comes up partially up the height of the church. So, Hermosillo approach, Diamond Star 211 Whiskey Papa. We are 4 or 5 miles on your 030 radio. We'll be descending into San Pedro de la Cueva.
1 Whiskey Papa, you may leave this frequency. Have a good day.
Thank you. We'll leave and we'll be squawking VFR. Have a great day. 1 Whiskey Papa. Okay, we'll start slowing down also. Should make making these bumps easier. San Pedro traffic right down to Star 1 Whiskey Papa, 10 miles to the west, 5,000, descending inbound San Pedro. And the town at about 11:30, that is San Pedro.
Terrain ahead.
Ah, okay.
San Pedro traffic, way down Star 1 Whiskey Papa.
Warning.
3 miles
Terrain
to
ahead.
the west. We'll be crossing midfield, left downwind, runway 16, San Pedro de la Cueva. First, I'm going to look to make sure there are no burrows. Somebody once landed here a few years ago. Ran into a burrow. Actually, I think I'm going to land the other way. San Pedro traffic, way down to Star 1 Whiskey Papa. We're going to change and land on runway 34, San Pedro. Oh yeah, the water's way down, wow. Oh yeah, that's the right call for wind. Okay, that worked.
Very smooth.
It was actually a better landing than at
The other.
Peñasco.
That was smooth, yes. Yes.
San Pedro traffic, way down to Star 1 Whiskey Papa, clear, runway 34. If Larry and Joe are listening, runway 34, favorable to the wind. San Pedro.
If you enjoyed this video, please smash the thumbs up, subscribe, and click the bell for notifications. Thanks for flying with us.